I don't know if you remember me. I'm sure you won't remember me, but let me jog your memory. हम Zoom में मिले थे. मैं एक शो बनाता था बिजनेस ऑफ बॉलीवुड करके, और मुझे आज भी याद है, you had come in your car और मैं नीचे आता आपको लेने. You were sitting next to the driver.
I always still do.
You sit on the front seat, right?
Oh my God, you remember? Okay.
I remember, of course. Like I met you, and ever since. And then I also watched Zuni, and I took everyone on my channel, and we did a whole interaction. And then I tweeted.
Thank you,
मुझे वो फिल्म बहुत अच्छी लगी थी, तो मैंने बोला कर.
शुक्रिया. वो मेरी पर्सनल लाइफ में बहुत क्लोज है वो फिल्म.
वो तो मतलब सबके लिए, क्योंकि मैं अकेले रहता हूँ अपनी फैमिली से दूर यहाँ पे, तो everybody relates. But today we'll just begin because I know you have to push out for a screening. So
no problem.
So I have with me Divya Dutta, the very talented, the star, the actor, somebody who I've known for many years. I've seen, admired her work just like all of you. And today I'm really happy that she's finally joined Ronversations with me on it's Conversations with Ronak, so it's Ronversations, Divya. Let me just it's easy, but I hope you don't mind. So, welcome.
Thank you, Ronak.
Okay, so Divya की आज फिल्म आई है धाकड़, and we are going to be talking about that. But before that, how did you get the film, Divya?
How did I get the film? Mukesh Chhabra. He called me. He said, "Rezi, मेरे बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हैं, and he would like to cast you in this film." And when I heard the role, I was totally sold out because वो बहुत ही मजेदार role था. I mean, when there are roles that you literally jump when you hear, you should never say no to. So I think it was an instant yes for me that I wanted to do this role.
See, I haven't seen the film और आज ही रिलीज हुई है, तो काफी लोगों ने शायद देखी ना हो, तो if you can tell us what is your role about?
So I'm playing the antagonist in the film. Me and Arjun, both of us play the antagonists in the film. और ऐसे वैसे एंटागनिस्ट नहीं है हम लोग, मतलब मैं तो बहुत ही क्रेजी हूँ और बिल्कुल सनकी, पागल, खतरनाक, totally dangerous, crazy, mad, and very, very evil. And it was really amazing. Yesterday we had the premiere show, and I could see like everyone saying we've never seen you like this, and that's shit scary. So it felt nice to do something that is so starkly different from what you've done before.
Anything in the role that you can relate with? Are you like that?
Nothing. It's just fun to take up something that is totally different.
So you're basically a pain for Kangana, is it? In the movie?
Yes.
Kind of.
In the film. She's actually chasing Rudravir, and the only way to get to him is me.
I review films for Times of India and on my own platform as well, and I watch lot of English movies here, and I always see like Netflix पे हम देखते हैं इतना सारा crime sagas होता है, और हम सोचते हैं कि एक फीमेल प्रोटैगनिस्ट और एंटैगनिस्ट जो उसमें होती है, जैसे किल बिल था, इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर्स वो इंडिया में क्यों नहीं होते? अगर देते भी है थोड़ा बहुत लीस्ट, तो इतना नहीं होता. तो डू यू थिंक धाकड़ इज वन ऑफ दोस मूवी वी एक्चुअली गेट टू सी रियल पावरफुल फीमेल कैरेक्टर्स हु आर किकिंग ass, like really?
Totally. When you see Kangana's action, it is something to be seen, to be believed. It's amazing. And she and I have some really kick-ass scenes. कल हम लोग जब देख रहे थे, तो there's a scene between the two ladies, one protagonist, one antagonist, both sitting together. और हॉल में जो reactions मिल रहे थे ना, वो all oohs and ahs coming, because it's different to see two women on larger heads. And so it gave me a high to feel कि जो excitement मुझे हुई थी set पे, वही audience को भी feel हो रही है. I think it's great, and it's high time that we don't differentiate it as a woman's category, and we say this is just another normal to have very strong roles for women.
Yeah, because like I don't know why it's not happening still. Do you think the audience is not ready? Why don't we have a Salt? Why don't we have a Kill Bill? Why don't we have these like really assassin characters of women or spies?
We have a Dhakar now trailing the way. Let's see what comes after this.
But अब तक क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? Do you think audience is not ready? Or the filmmaker?
It's not easy to make an action film. It's not easy to find the correct cast. It's not easy to put it together. Dhakar is a very expensive film. It's a huge, extravagant film. and so much mehnat has gone in it. And Kangana doing what she's done, Arjun doing what he's done, me doing what we've done hasn't been easy at all. So it's not like you need to put in a lot of work. Plus, I think our audience badal gayi hai. We can't put it on the audience. The audience ready nahi hai. The audience is ready for anything that is different and nice, and that they'd like to just go.
Yeah, I think post-pandemic we've realized that
Yes.
don't blame the audience, blame our mindset of not making content that they want to see. Okay, so a lot of people want to know, okay, you work with Kangna. How was it working with it? Was it tricky? Did you guys discuss about touchy topics or arguments hote the, discussions hote the? How is it?
I think we are both professionals. We keep our personal lives away from the professional stuff. Professionally, I think I've had a blast shooting with her.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And any experiences you would like to share? You said a lot of difficult stunt scenes were done. कोई चोट वोट लगी हो कुछ ऐसा like behind.
Thankfully, मुझे तो नहीं लगी एक कोई चोट उनको लगी हो. I don't know. I think Arjun और उनके बहुत hand physical movements बहुत है. I was just mostly shooting. So yeah, I think I had a blast doing. But coal mines में shoot करना where you can't really even breathe properly to do proper action sequences. We had a great deal of stuff to deal with.
Okay, Divya, when you started way back in the 90s, and and you graduated to do very meaningful roles, so I think you must have also started thinking कि मैं heroine बन जाऊंगी, आके mainstream roles करूंगी and all that. So are you happy with the way your career has shaped, because you have actually done far more scale of roles than a regular probably a heroine would do in her term?
You answered my question. I think it's been a very satisfying journey. It's been a very different, unconventional one, surely. But I did begin as a heroine. I did so many multi-starrers where I had those songs and romancing the heroes, but it was me who wanted to do something different. And then I took on these roles that were, so my mom said, either you wait for something that you really want, or whatever's offered to you, make it so good that people actually start writing stuff for you. And that's how I think the Zara happened for me. And I think in spite of everything, people still remember me for that film. Then the Liche happened, and then gradually roles started being written for me. And today I'm doing those. It doesn't really matter to me, but I am doing those heroine roles as well. So it's nice that you're going backwards is what you wanted to do in your 20s. Now I'm doing now, and it feels great that
maybe now
such beautiful roles are written.
Correct. Now is also the time when they would have a age appropriate role rather than in 90s, and they'll make you do something that you are not convinced about. But चलो कुछ और है नहीं तो लोग करते भी थे, right? अब तो सारी
चीज का सही वक्त होता है. एंड मुझे लगता है कि मैंने डांसिंग अराउंड ट्रीज भी बहुत एंजॉय किया है. मुझे बड़ा मजा आता था डांसेस करके ऐसे. I was always a very श्रीदेवी माधुरी दीक्षित fan, and see them वो जो ऐसा ब्रीज में शिफॉन साड़ीज में डांस करते थे. So when I got to become a heroine, the first thing I did was that. Wear my chiffon sarees, fan के सामने खड़े होके वो जो glamorous sexy लगता है. It felt so good. And I've done that, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm totally unapologetic about it. And then I've done these kick-ass roles that were very, very significant and meaty. So I think I've really enjoyed my journey as an actor.
And see the irony, you worked in a Yash Raj film which is Veer Zara, but उसमें वैसा वाला like प्रीति के साथ भी इतना ऐसा कोई सीन नहीं था जहाँ पे स्विट्जरलैंड, because कहानी इतनी strong और इतनी different थी from a regular Yash Raj film.
That's true.
But I loved that film. Like watching that film today also, going and watching it was like such an experience, which I miss, in these days to see in the films. Okay, Divya, I know you have to go. So quickly before we wrap up, I'll do a small game with you, which is called Word to Word, which I play with everyone. और मैंने कुछ ज़्यादा सोचा नहीं, because I have so many questions actually for you that I don't think this interview is enough. We'll have to do some other interview again. So I'm going to take names of the actors you worked with, and you just have to say whatever comes to your mind first, okay? सबसे पहले okay, कंगना रनावत.
I knew it. You're so predictable. Brilliant.
अरे, पर मेरे साथ धाकड़ है तो इसलिए, फिर आपके PR वाले बोलेंगे देखो तुम धाकड़ की बात नहीं कर रहे हो इसलिए.
या कंगना धाकड़.
धाकड़. अर्जुन रामपाल.
Fun.
शाहरुख खान.
Charming.
Preeti Zinta.
The dimples.
Manisha Koirala. Agni Sakshi.
When I got in, I was told I looked like Manisha. So yeah, emotional attachment with her.
Are you still in touch with those 90s K actors? Because you are still working, some of them are not now. Like Preeti is
Manisha
not.
is way far senior to me, and yes, we've done a beautiful film with Divya Dutta just now, and she's lovely, really lovely.
Kareena Kapoor.
Yeah. Spunk.
Okay, and Salman Khan.
Crush. Lifelong crush.
Amir.
Super talented.
Akshay.
Akshay, Mr. Perfectionist.
Okay, and last, Amitabh Bachchan.
Idol.
All right.
Absolutely.
Awesome. One last word is Dhakar. What does Dhakar bring to your mind?
Dhakar brings to mind a role that I will always be very fond of, Rohini. So I would tell everyone who's just hearing you, listening to you, watching you, please watch Dhakar and send the feedbacks.
Absolutely, yeah. We will surely do that on Twitter and all the other platforms that you're available on. And I'll be looking forward to watching, reviewing it, and also looking forward to meeting you again.
Thank you, Ronak, and I'm amazed how you remember that, you met me and I was sitting right next to my driver. That's lovely.
Because I used to come down so I used to invite stars, to my show, and my show was not something that was movie related. Mostly we would do thematic things. So I think you were also not doing any movie that time, but you had come because you liked the topic that we were discussing. So you came down, and I even remember what you were wearing. You were wearing one nice, pretty, like a little black dress जैसा कुछ मतलब एक होता है ना जो
You normally do that with all actors, or is it your amazing memory just with me?
With you, it's far more. Like they all have come, like Kangna se leke Priyanka सारे थे, but somehow because I had spoken to you at that time, so I remembered. So मैंने सोचा था जब भी मैं आपसे मिलूंगा, I'll remember.
All right, Ronak. Thank you. I'll see you.
Yeah, surely. Please come to Dubai sometime, and we can do our interview process.
Surely. You take care. Bye.
Thank you so much, and all the best for Dhakar.
Bye. Thank you.